With Games Workshop's most recent release of the new Blood Angels Combat Patrol, it's become clear that they respect the player base less than ever, and they emphasize how much they want us to continuously spend more money for less product. The price hikes are getting worse than ever, and pretty accurately, they are becoming more inaccessible for players that want to get involved with Warhammer 40k. I have a couple of things to say about this because Warhammer 40k plays pretty true to my heart in games that I played for my almost my whole like teenage to adult life, which is going on like 17 or 18 years now. Um, the first thing I really want to touch on this is that Games Workshop models are expensive. And by continuing to purchase Games Workshop models from retail, you are continuing to support a malpractice and price hike cycle continuum that is only going to get worse and worse as time goes on. Now, the way we change that is we stop buying models from direct from Games Workshop, even from local game stores, which is unfortunate. Um, but the effect that we create is a lower price overall for those models. And um, eventually, Games Workshop will reach a point where they can't support this business practice anymore, and they will lower costs to meet the lower demand, and we can buy models again. Um, Although I figure what will probably happen is people will restrain themselves, not buy models for a long time, get FOMO from some new models that are coming out and look especially cool, and then purchase models anyway. Or if everybody holds out for long enough, you reach a point where model prices are dropped slightly, and then everybody buys again. um, Secondly, my point on this is that there are a whole lot of places where you can buy Games Workshop models for not Games Workshop prices, i.e., secondhand. Supporting your local game store is probably fine. Um, it still supports Games Workshop though, which is unfortunate. The way around this is to buy secondhand models that can be found new in box or new on sprue, and even models that are already painted and need to be rescued. There's a guy on YouTube, eBay Miniature Rescues, who does great videos on how to rescue models that have been, sitting in someone's box for a long time that he finds on eBay for cheap. And that is a great example of a way to save money and still provide yourself with Warhammer. Um, my third point on this is that there are much more beautiful models from other games. They don't have the same universe and character that Games Workshop has because they are not Games Workshop and they are not Warhammer 40k. One of these prime examples is Corvus Belli Infinity. Another one is Mantic Games. Um, they have a bunch of different game systems that rival Games Workshop. Corvus Belli's Infinity is a little bit smaller scale than Warhammer 40k. Not in scale miniature size, but in how many people you have for a battle, right? They're somewhere between a squad and a whole army. But their models are beautiful. Additionally, the issue with Games Workshop, this is my fourth point, is that they have this malpractice to provide you with rules through books that you have to buy, and then they're updated with a new PDF or a new book that you now have to buy in addition to the one that you've already bought. So no matter how many times you buy into the rule set, you're going to be required to buy again. And this is especially true in competitive formats. However, if you were a casual player, this is not as applicable. The reason is because you should buy one one book, right? And then not buy anymore. It doesn't matter. Like, just enjoy the rules from that game set. If they're super strong or OP, find something that works for a little less OPness. Another way around this is there are several websites and list builders that give you all the rules in a free avenue. One of them is Wahapedia, and another is I think it's called New Recruit. It's like the old Battle List Builder. I can't remember what it's called. Whatever. New Recruit is the new one. Super good. Lastly, my point on this is that I still buy Warhammer, but I buy it secondhand. Just recently, I bought a set of um, Assault on Blackreach, which is an old Space Marine versus Orc set. And I've been putting that together. Actually painted up one guy fully, a Terminator. He's looking pretty good. He needs some touch-ups. He's looking kind of flat, and the sand needs to be painted. But that's beside the point. I still buy Warhammer. I still enjoy it. I still enjoy painting them. I'm not going to let my um, malinterest in Games Workshop's business practice to affect my joy of the hobby. And that is the most powerful thing you can do when you are trying to change the way something is done. You deserve to enjoy hobby activities, and you deserve not to let Games Workshop affect that. Um, that's the most powerful thing you have in your arsenal. I don't respect the high prices and inaccessibility provided by Games Workshop and the frequent rule changes that I mentioned and inconsistencies that they often entangle themselves with their release practices and game rule updates. Um, I made this video because I want you to find a way to enjoy Games Workshop and Warhammer despite the high prices. And the way about that is secondhand, buying models secondhand. Please try it and try to find a way to enjoy it without feeling frustrated with Games Workshop, because that frustration isn't going to help you. I'll be on.